Welcome to all. In this video, we are going to discuss NEET 2020 chemistry questions with the solution part 2. Already few questions we discussed in part 1. Remaining question we'll discuss now. So first, the number of protons, neutrons and electrons in lutetium atom respectively. So we know very well how to calculate the number of neutron and proton. So atomic number is the number of proton and also electron. So 71, and number of neutron, atomic mass minus atomic number. So we'll get 104. So based on this order, proton, neutron and electron, option 4 is correct. Next, which of the following set of molecules will have zero dipole moment? So boron trifluoride, beryllium difluoride, carbon dioxide and 1,4 dichlorobenzene is the answer. So boron trifluoride, beryllium difluoride, carbon dioxide and 1,4 dichlorobenzene structure is here. So the vector is towards to the more electronegativity atom. So it cancel each other and we will get a zero dipole moment. So option 3 is correct. Next, identify a molecule which does not exist. So according to molecular orbital theory, bond order of oxygen is 2 and carbon also 2 and lithium is 1. So bond order of helium is 0, which is not possible to form a molecule. So answer is 4, helium. Next, from periodic classification of elements, it's very easy question. So Un is represent 1 and nil represent 0 and unnium is 1. So 101 mendelevium is correct. Un nil trium 103 lawrencium also correct. Un nil exium seabergium also correct. Un unnium 111, actually the answer is rhongenium, but here they will give dramastium. So option 3 is correct, D and 4. Next, the rate constant for a first order reaction is 4.606 in 10 power minus 3 second inverse. The time required to reduce 2 gram of reactant to 0.2 gram. So first order rate equation, K equal to 2.303 divided by T log A by A minus X. So we'll have a first order rate constant value 4.606 10 power minus 3. So we will substitute the value. Finally we'll get 500 second. So second option. And next, identify the correct statement from the following. Blister copper has blistered appearance due to the evaluation of carbon dioxide. Actually it's wrong. So it's instead of carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide is present. Okay, then vapor phase refining is carried out for nickel by Warn-Orkel method. It's also wrong. So nickel by Mont process. Yeah. So nickel by Mont process is the correct answer. And the rough ion is impure with 4% carbon. So the percentage of carbon is wrong. But pig ion can be molded in varieties of shape. So pig ion can be used to mold the varieties of shape. So it's correct. And next, measuring the zeta potential is useful to determining which property of the colloidal solution. So we have evidence. So common ion effect, the negatively charged particles are surrounded by positively charged and will form the zeta potential. So the zeta potential is located at shear plane. It determines the stability of the colloidal system. So stability of colloidal particle is correct answer. Which of the following oxo acid of sulfur has peroxide linkage? Oxygen-oxygen linkage. So second option is correct. Peroxide disulfuric acid. This is a structure of peroxide disulfuric acid. Here the oxygen-oxygen linkage is present. Next, elimination reaction of 2-bromopentane to form pent-2-ene. So correct option, beta elimination reaction follows Zaitsev rule, dehydrohalogenation reaction and dehydration reaction we have to find out. So this is a reaction 2-bromopentane on a reaction with alkali KOH. It loses hydrogen bromide from the beta carbon. So the hydrogen is eliminated from the beta carbon. So beta elimination is possible. And the major product is pen-2-ene is based on the Zaitsev rule, and dehydrohalogenation also possible. HBr is removed, so dehydrohalogenation also possible. Dehydration is not possible. So option 4, A, B, C. Identify the correct statement from the following. Carbon dioxide is used as refrigerant for ice cream and frozen food. So actually solid carbon dioxide is used in the refrigerant and frozen food, not only carbon dioxide in the gaseous format. And the structure of 60 carbon C60 contains 12 6 carbon rings and 25 5 carbon ring also wrong. And ZM5 types of zeolite is used to convert alcohol into gasoline, it's correct. So here is the evidence. So HZM5, it's used to convert alcohol into gasoline, and carbon monoxide is a colorless and odorless also correct. So option 3rd, C and D is correct. An alkene on ozonolysis gives methanol as the one of the product. Its structure is dash. So here few alkenes are there. So on ozonolysis it produces methanol. So which of the following the product will be? So here, see here. So the first one here, double bond is present. On ozonolysis the bond is break up and oxygen is added, but we didn't get a methanol product. So first option is wrong, and third option also wrong, and fourth option also we didn't get a methanol. But in the case of second one, so on ozonolysis here the double bond is break up, oxygen is added, so we'll get a methanol, HCHO. So second option is correct. And then the paper chromatography is an example of a partition chromatography. So see here. So partition chromatography is based on continuous differential partitioning components of mixture between stationary and mobile phases. So paper chromatography is the type of partition chromatography. So partition chromatography is correct answer. Next, match the following. Carbon monoxide is a neutral ligand, and barium oxide is basic nature, and aluminum oxide is amphotic, and Cl2O7 is a acidic nature. So A is a 2, so only one option is there, so this is correct. Next, it's very easy. Which one of the following has maximum number of atoms? So we know the concept, less mass which contains more number of atoms. So number of atoms calculation formula, Avogadro number divided by atomic mass or molecular mass. So here 4 options are there. So we calculate the value. So first magnesium. So Avogadro number divided by atomic mass of magnesium 24. We will find the value 0.25 number of atoms. And oxygen 0.37. Lithium 0.860. And silver 0.05. So here 0.86 is the maximum number of value. So option 3rd is correct. Next, which of the following is a basic amino acids? So the 4 are amino acids. In that, which one is basic nature? So this is a structure of these 4. Here the lysine has 2 basic group, NH3 plus group, 2 is there, remaining everything contains only 1. So 2 NH3 group contains, so it's more basic nature. So lysine is a correct answer. Then calculate the spin only magnetic moment of chromium 2 plus ion. So 4.90 is the answer. So the electronic configuration of chromium is that outermost electron 3d5 4s1. After losing the electrons Cr2 plus, so we'll get 3d4 4s0. So there are 4 unpaired electron. So we have a formula, calculate the magnetic moment, mu equal to root of n into n plus 2. So we'll substitute the 4 unpaired value. Finally we'll get 4.90 Bohr magneton. So first option is correct. Then sucrose on hydrolysis gives, so very easy. So alpha D glucose and beta D fructose, both are D, but fructose is beta. So alpha D glucose and beta D fructose. Then the mixture will show the positive deviation from the Raoult's law, ethanol plus acetone. So generally ethanol is present in a solution, will give the positive deviation. So few examples of non-ideal solutions showing the positive deviation. Here acetone, ethyl alcohol is there. So ethanol plus acetone, which leads the positive deviation from the Raoult's law. Next, tertiary butyl carbocation is more stable than secondary butyl carbocation because of the following. Hyperconjugation is the answer. So this is a structure of tertiary butyl carbocation. It has more alpha hydrogen, so it is more stable than secondary carbocation. More resonating structure will get. So it is more stable because of the hyperconjugation. Next, find out the solubility of nickel hydroxide in 0.1 mole of sodium hydroxide. Given that the ionic product of nickel hydroxide is 2 into 10 power minus 15. So solubility product. So Ksp equal to nickel 2 plus and 2 hydroxide ion. So we'll substitute the value. So we'll take nickel solubility product is S and 2 hydroxide, so we'll take 2S, and we'll substitute the Ksp. Already we'll have the value 2 into 10 power minus 15. So finally we'll substitute. We'll get 2 into 10 power minus 15 to 0.01. Yes, so 2 digits. So it right side will come means it reduced to digit. So 2 into 10 power minus 13 mole is correct answer. Next, which of the following is cationic detergents? So among these four, so cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide is a cationic detergent. Remaining everything is anionic detergents. Sulfate, sulfonate, citrate, so everything anionic. So this is the cationic detergent. Next, the freezing point depression constant of benzene is 5.12 Kelvin kilogram mole inverse. The freezing point depression for the solution of molality 0.078 mole contains non-electrolyte solute in the benzene is, so we will give a rounded off value. So delta TF equal to depression constant Kf into molality. So Kf value 5.12 and the molality value is 0.078. Just we will multiply it, we will get 0.399. So we will round it off 0.4 Kelvin, 40 Kelvin. So second option is correct. Next, identify the incorrect statement. So third option, the oxidation state of chromium in CrO4 2 minus and Cr2O7 2 minus are not the same, but actually the oxidation state of chromium in both cases plus 6 only, so it's same. So this is an incorrect statement. Next, which of the following is not correct about the carbon monoxide? It reduces oxygen carrying ability of blood, also correct. It produces incomplete combustion. It forms carboxyhemoglobin, also correct. The second option, the carboxyhemoglobin is less stable than oxyhemoglobin. It's wrong. Actually, the carboxyhemoglobin is more stable than oxyhemoglobin. Okay, 50 times more stable than oxyhemoglobin. Next, on hydrolysis of sucrose is given by the following reaction. So sucrose on hydrolysis will give glucose and fructose. The equilibrium constant Kc is 2 into 10 power 13 at 300 Kelvin. The delta G naught value at the same temperature will be. The formula delta G equal to minus RT ln K. So R is a gas constant, T is the temperature they gave 300 Kelvin, and ln K value 2 into 10 power 13. Just we will substitute the value in the formula and finally we will get minus 8.314 joule mole inverse Kelvin inverse into 300 Kelvin, and ln 2 into 10 power 13 is a correct answer. Next, which of the following the correct order of increasing field strength ligands from the coordination compound? So coordination chemistry. So based on the spectrochemical series, so option 4 is correct. Cyanide, oxalate, fluoride and thiocyanate. So this spectrochemical series order. So fourth option is correct. Then identify the compound X in the following sequence reaction. So toluene on reaction with chlorine in the presence of sunlight, it gives B. Then hydrolysis will give the benzaldehyde. So see here, the side chain chlorination of toluene gives benzyl chloride, which on hydrolysis give benzaldehyde. So the reaction is here. So based on the explanation, option 2 is correct, benzyl chloride. So second option is correct. Next, the correct option for the free expansion of ideal gas in adiabatic condition. So in adiabatic condition, Q is 0 and delta T also 0 and work also 0 because there is no exchange. So option 4 is correct. Then the number of Faradays required to produce 20 gram of calcium from molten calcium chloride. So the atomic mass of calcium is 40 gram mole inverse. So we have to find out how many Faraday required. 20 gram of calcium. See here, the molten calcium chloride will split up into calcium 2 plus and 2Cl minus. So the calcium 2 plus converted into calcium, we need 2 electrons. Okay, right. So the 1 mole of calcium, that means 40 gram of calcium needs 2 Faraday, that means 2 electron. So we need 2 Faraday. 40 gram of calcium needs 2 Faraday means 20 gram of calcium it needs half. So 1 Faraday it requires. So 20 gram of calcium requires. So 1 Faraday is correct. Then HCl was passing through the solution of calcium chloride, magnesium chloride and NaCl. Which of the following compound is crystallized? So only NaCl will crystallize. Next, which of the following amine will give the carbolamine test? So here 4 options are there. So carbolamine test, aliphatic or aromatic primary amines react with the chloroform or an alkylic KOH to give the isocyanates, that means carbolamines, which has unpleasant smell. So this reaction is carbolamine test. So for the carbolamine test, we need aliphatic or aromatic primary amine. Okay, so here is this a secondary amine and this is a tertiary amine and this also secondary amine and this is the primary amine. So option 4 is correct. So in this video I have explained the NEET chemistry question with the explanation. I hope you can be able to understand. Please share with your friends. Thank you.